Good day to you, everybody. This is a major plea to the African leaders, African politicians, because there is a saying that the day a madman realizes that he's a mad person, that's the day he begins to get well. But my plea is going to come from the video I saw about a few days ago on Instagram. What was this video about? Ugandan students came out from 13 universities protesting and telling the US government to keep their hands off their politics. And what was this policy? That the US government will arrogantly, will inhumanly be sanctioning Uganda because Uganda will not bow to the pressure of legalizing gayism, lesbianism, LGBTQ, whatever nonsense. But it is one thing that they would have the bravery to do that, and it's a good thing that the Ugandan president told them to fuck off. Then what do I mean by this sanction? That when Uganda needs money from the International Monetary Fund, from World Bank and everything, that the US would tell them no, they cannot do that. They cannot borrow money from such organizations again. And from where I started, I said it is a plea to African leaders. It's a plea to an average African politician. It is already an established fact that we have so many resources in Africa. The resources that these bastards who are in the Western world depend on very well, so much. Unfortunately, where are the leaders that will put into place educational sector that will enable us to utilize these resources instead of having to ship them out, to export them, in a situation whereby this Western world will be the ones telling us how much they want to buy these highly needed resources? African leaders, we have good soil. Let's start from the basic needs of life, which are food, clothing, and shelter. We have the resources in Africa to grow our own food. Why should we subscribe to policies that hinder us from being able to plant our own food? Because in Africa, they said that once hunger is out of a particular issue, the issue is already done. The best and the first way to go about it is to tell this Western world to fuck off, because we can start planting our own food on our own soil instead of having to depend on the grains. Whatever policies we will have signed to hinder us from establishing our agricultural sector again, please go and tell them you're no longer needed. You're no longer interested in such policies. All you leaders that are benefiting from us being unable to plant our own crops and our own food, we are begging you, we are pleading. It is never too late today. Please, I am begging. I am joining my voices with the voices of Malema and all the other guys that are speaking up in Africa. African leaders, we are begging you, please, do the needful today before it will be too late tomorrow. Let's start from there. And whatever policies we'll have signed, borrowing money without having anything to show for it, that nonsense will have to stop in Africa. And an average African child, an African person should stand up against this total dependence on foreign countries for survival. It should be the other way around. Because right now we have become a dear funfun. A word is enough for the wise. My name remains Rotimi Daniels. Bye.